Hello Gemini, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess. Welcome today. This is your weekly reading for September 3rd to around about the 9th. I'd like to say, Gemini, stand up straight. I'd like to say thank you to all the people who've subscribed to my channel. I'm truly humbled by the response I've had. I say that on every video. I hope I never get past being excited about that. If my readings don't resonate for you, please make sure you check out your other aspects of your birth chart. That's not very nice, Gemini. That just jumped out of the pack. Check out your moon, your rising or ascendant, and also your Venus, because very often they can give you messages that your sun sign doesn't. I'm a Capricorn with a Libra moon, and I go backwards and forwards between the two signs. So it's up to you how you use them. You can watch all four and just build your own story. If my readings don't resonate with you, there are plenty of other readers who will. Have a look around. Cards I'm using today are the Hanson Roberts deck, which is the one that has that little squirrely thing on the back. And let's do your reading, Gemini. Okay, card on the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. Looks like somebody's coming in to tell you about, or give you a little bit of a message around money. Could be money coming in for you, a bit of a win here. Definitely could be a job offer. What else? It isn't always money either, but it's something tangible. It can be an offer of stability. So it could be a little offer from someone in a love department of, maybe going steady rather than dating. But it's definitely stability. It could be you signing a lease on a property, but something a little bit more tangible here. He's not a king, so it's not a great big offer, but it's certainly sort of a fairly substantial one, and something I feel you've been waiting on. It's on its way to you, Gemini. Okay, first card out is the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is a card that shows a knight with his sword held high. Now, sometimes this can be getting a message of truth. It could be somebody coming in to cut something out of their lives. It could be you going in to cut something out of your life. When you've got the sword on high like that, it looks like you ain't putting up with it anymore. So you're ready to take action. You're ready to do something. It could be that you're rushing in to tell someone else the truth about something. At this stage, I can't see what you're doing, but definitely getting in there pretty quick, smart. You've got a lot of action behind you there. He's a very vibrant sort of knight. Okay, next card out is the Five of Swords in reverse. Now, the thing is with the Five of Swords, it can talk about battle. In its upright position, it talks about you winning something, and don't forget the swords represent ideas and words. So you could have won a battle of words with someone. It could have been that you've been amongst a bit of fighting and squabbling. It might be where you're ready to sort of cut people out of your life, to be honest with you. The Five of Swords talks about winning at the cost of losing people. So it could be that you have had a fight with someone and you're ready to cut them out of your life. Now, what I will say to you, it's a nice card to have in reverse, because often this is now done. It's done energy, and it's just coming into the reading to show where you're up to in the reading. So definitely feeling like you've had a bit of a spit with someone and you're about to call things off or move to the next level. Okay, and then we come in with the Nine of Swords, and it says to me that this situation has probably caused you sleepless nights. It's not a nice card, the Knight of Swords, because it shows a woman being, quite bent out of shape with this, thing that's keeping her awake at night. And I feel like maybe this is what's happening here. I feel like maybe you've had a problem with someone and you've decided to speak out, and it's become a fight, and now you have no choice but to cut them out of your life, which is causing you sleepless nights here. Okay, next card out is the Fool. Yes, because this gives you a new start here. Whatever you're doing here, you're doing it because you value yourself enough. You're doing this because you see that this person or people were no good to you, and it's time to move on, Gemini. It's a card that talks about, taking a risk, moving forward, starting anew, It can be seen sometimes as taking a bit of a silly step, so it may be something you haven't put a lot of thought into, it's just landed in your lap. So but definitely this feeling here that you are moving away from this miserable time, and that's how it feels. It feels like it's been a really quite a horrible time for you. So whoever you're cutting out, it looks like it's a very good move. Okay, and then in comes the Justice card, and quite rightly so. And again, we saw a sword, see a sword. So this is a time for you where you're very, very much in your head, Gemini, thinking. But you've done the right thing here. There's a balance brought around here. So whatever these people or this person has done to you, that you've got a new start now, you've definitely brought a balance back into your life. I feel like perhaps this situation wasn't serving you. Maybe you were in a relationship where it was very one-sided, and you've made the decision to cut that person out. It could be about a job. It could be that you've finally spoken up about a job and told your boss where to stick it, and now you've got a fresh start. But whatever you've done, good job. Coming in with the Justice means that you took control of this and you've taken back what was rightly yours. Then in comes the Two of Cups. So it could be that this was a breaking of a partnership with the Two of Cups here, because this talks about two people having a very equal investment in something. Now, it does talk about soulmate relationships too, so it's possible you could have broken something off with a soulmate. I would dare say they wouldn't be a lifelong partner. They've probably been here to teach you a lesson, being we've got the Justice card here. So very likely you've been in some sort of karmic tie with someone, and you've cut them out now. Whatever it is, this is you now on your own rather than with this person. Although it shows that the person was there, I think this person in this card is showing you that you've learned something from this. Now, you could have fought something else to bring a soulmate into your life. That's possible too with the Justice or Karma card here. It's very possible that this has been a journey where you've had to cut things out to actually be in a place to meet a karmic partner. That's definitely got that feel too. So maybe you've worked really hard to bring this person in, and in order to do that, you've had to cut other things out of your life. So however that resonates for you would be the way it goes. Number of stories here. It's quite broad. The Six of Wands comes in after that, and I mean, this is the card of victory. Whatever you've done here, if you have got rid of somebody or people, perhaps you had a family telling you somebody wasn't right for you and you've had to cut family members out. Maybe you had friends who you didn't like this person that you were going to be with. Any one of those things could, show these swords, this sword's energy and this Fool for a new start. But whatever it is, you definitely have made a great start, Gemini, in moving into this energy of the Six of Wands, because, even though you're probably a bit sort of cocky up there on your horse, you really have done the right thing by yourself, and that's clear here, moving into a new energy. And then in comes the Seven of Swords. Okay. It's possible that somebody could have done you wrong. This card, sometimes has an energy of, sneaky behaviour, sometimes not. And in this particular setting, it feels to me like, well, either you've had to be sneaky to do this, or the other person was sneaky and that's why you've done it. Whichever way this goes, it feels to me that there is an energy of you've cut someone out of your life because they've either cheated on you or cheated you. And you've had to do that to move on. I think this is here because you don't feel guilty about doing this, and it's sort of like this energy of I would never let that happen again. So I think that's what we're looking at here. And there's the Eight of Cups. So definitely walking off to victory, walking off to something better, walking off to this, more of a soulmate relationship, the extra two cups you don't have in the Eight of Cups. Definitely you're walking off to find emotional fulfillment here because you haven't had it there. So maybe you are walking towards this victory and this soulmate by getting rid of these other people who've stopped you. And then out the front is the Knight of Rods, or the Knight of Wands. And he can be quite a passionate man, but the one thing that he always gets the reputation of is a bit of a lover. He's a bit of a player. And it's possible that this could be your energy right now. Maybe you're moving away from this and you're sort of like, fuck relationships, I'm going to have some fun for a while I'm on my journey here. Or it could be that the person you're going after is a player. Or it could have been that you have an opportunity with someone who was a player. And they're not always a player. They might be in and out of your life, but they might be somebody that you want to settle down with. But whatever it is, you're on your way to the Knight of Rods. So very nice there, Gemini. Whatever it is that you've sorted out here, you're heading towards something that you're very passionate about. And this could be you, as I said, with the Knight of Rods. It could be that you're to the point where you're moving forward very, very rapidly to find something that suits you better in the Eight of Cups. And the Six of Wands and the Fool, like these all talk about moving on to something much better. So whatever you've done yourself good. Okay, how funny. I'm never surprised sometimes by these cards coming out exactly as they should. I can't plan this. I'm not that clever. So the card that's just come out is the card of the Fool. And it says, have the courage to embrace change, take risks and be adventurous. And we can see this is what you're doing here. Whatever you're cutting out of your life and moving on to, you can see the card very well, but it's beautiful. Whatever you're moving on to, you've made the right decision, Gemini. Good luck. Thank you.